Good evening. Hello to the replay viewers. Thank you guys for joining. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody is well. I am going to talk to you about why I decided to use a coach a year ago. Yeah, a year ago this month. So my name is Shakita. I'm an author, speaker, and entrepreneur. Hey, Jazzy J. Thank you for joining. And I was looking back, and does anybody use journals or notebooks or, journals or notebooks? I have this journal notebook, whatever you want to call it. And I was looking at it, at my notes, and I'm like a fanatic for like journals and notebooks. Hi, Prince by Pepper. Thank you for joining. And I have this one that I got this year, ideas and intentions. And I've been writing a lot in this one. So I was looking back at my notes from last year when I started using a coach. And my reason for wanting to use a coach is because I felt like I had a lot of things going on and that maybe she could help me. Hey, happy Friday to you. And maybe she can help me clarify some things or say to me, okay, Shakita, don't do this because it's too much. So I was kind of looking for her to tell me to don't do this because it's too much. Thank you for inviting followers and sharing on Twitter. And she did not do that at all. And I had the coach for 3 months. 3 months. Hi, Cindy. And what she did was, of course, they listen, they give you guidance, they give you directions. But what I would get is homework. So I had ideas, but I didn't have anything to put with the ideas. Hey, Pat, thank you for joining. I didn't have any direction of what I wanted to do. I had the ideas out there, but I needed like someone to bounce the ideas off of to say, okay, this is not a good idea or this is a good idea. But she didn't necessarily tell me yay or nay. Her homework was really like, okay, so think about it. Why would you want to do this or why would you want to do that? You are so funny. So yeah, I was looking back at my homework and I'm like, wow, I really did take like a lot of notes. I used a lot of notes and I wrote down my notebook to write down thoughts because we would meet once a week and it was via Skype or phone. And I just went tonight and I'm looking back at my notebook and I'm like, this notebook has a lot of good stuff in there. So I'm referring back to it to see what I didn't use last year, what I can use this year. Does anybody keep any notebooks of thoughts and ideas that come to your mind and you just write them out? Does anybody do that? Yes, you do. Yeah. I think it's important in life in general because if we're running our business, you could be thinking something driving somewhere and that thought pops into your mind. You have like a million of them. Yeah. And the thought pops into your mind and it's like, okay, this would be something good for me to use. So now, besides me having the written notebook that I have with me, because I still love that, I still use Evernote. Yes, even coaches need a coach. Yes, I would agree with that. But that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to use a coach because I felt like I was like all over the place. So I wanted someone to give me direction. I wanted somebody to say, okay, this is probably not a good idea for you to do. Why would you do it? So I was more or less looking for help. But what she told me is that she was like, you are like a different type of coaching client that I've never had because you have your ideas, you have kind of a direction of where you want to go, but you just kind of want to get like a structure. What's good structure for you to use for this, idea that's coming to your mind. So I'm just looking at it and it's like, listen, I got pieces of paper besides that in my notebook. I have Post-its in my notebook. Sporadic ideas plus bad memory equals Yeah. No, I mean, I have notebook and pad right next to my bed. I have it on my desk at work. I have it with me in the car. Like, I really do write down a lot of things. Even if it's like a thought that I want to share on social media, as far as like something inspirational, motivational, or something that I want to put into an Instagram post, I'll have it written out. But I was just looking at that and I'm like, a lot of people have like hangups with wanting to use a coach or not wanting to use the coach and overdrive. Yeah, but it's just there in case I need it. But I never had like any hang-ups of not wanting to use a coach. I wanted to use a coach. I wanted a coach because I wanted to be coached. But she said there are certain things that I just didn't need any coach with. I just needed structure. Like, okay, structure. Right. Okay, great. But it was awesome. Was it 3 months? 4 months. Yeah. And it was totally good. And I used her more or less over the summer. A jump start to my biz by using a coach. Yes. Yes, Prince by Pepper. Yes. It's good. I mean, you have your coach for biz and you have a mentor. If you have a specific business, you have a coach for that business. If you have a speaking coach, whatever it is, coaches are good. It's not really something that's bad for you. We all need some guidance and directions. You know, you can talk to your friend, but if your friend has never been there or doesn't have a business, they can't really help you. They can't really help you. They're just like listening to you. They're just like there. They don't understand. Yeah, hubby doesn't understand, so I needed one that understood my goals. Exactly. And you realize that you needed a coach. So you got that. But sometimes people don't realize they need a coach. They still like bounce ideas off of people. And bouncing ideas off of people is good. But if you know you have like a goal, a plan, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, you need someone. Hi. Is this? Yes, I know it was you. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for joining. You just need a great coach for the level you're on. Exactly. Because your friends can't necessarily be your coach because they're your friend. So some friends will want to see you succeed and some won't want to see you succeed. But you need to get with the friend who's good for you. But again, sometimes your friends can't be your coach. They can't be your coach because they're not going to push you when you need to be pushed. They're not going to kind of like elevate you. DIY isn't always best. I agree. Yeah, you really do need some help. You can't do everything on your own, and you can't think that you can do everything on your own. You really have to get past that, team of one, team of I. Yeah, no, not when you need some direction or structure. That's not going to help you. Who's going to structure you? Who's going to give you direction? Yourself? No. But yeah, that was my thing. Why I decided to get a coach, because I really felt like I was going in like 50 different directions, and I didn't want to feel like I was going in 50 different directions. So I wanted someone that would just structure me out. Your friends are oftentimes not the skilled in the craft that you're invested in. This is very true. This is very, very true. Very, very, very true. That's why you got to have someone that you can reach out to that is in your craft, that can help you as well. Your friends are your friends, but you definitely need someone that's where you're trying to go to, because it's important. I found the coach, Cheryl, at a networking event. They could be great cheerleaders, but terrible coaches. Exactly, Pat. I found friends are for homegirl stuff, not for biz stuff. Oh my goodness, that's so true. So true. Cheryl, I found her at a networking event, actually, because she was looking to finish a class. When you go to networking events and you exchange information, and what she said to me is that she's a coach, and I'm like, oh, well, what kind of coach? She says a business coach. I said, oh, well, that's good. I think I might need a business coach, and she said, well, why would you need a business coach? And I said, listen, I have so many thoughts. I need to possibly get them structured. And she said, I would love to meet with you and see if it's something I can help you with. Immediately, we met and we made it happen because I knew already that I needed a coach. I just didn't plan on meeting one at a networking event. And I wasn't looking for one at a networking event. I found mine in one of my Facebook groups. Oh, okay. Yeah. And you will find a lot of coaches, but it's kind of, you got to vet a coach. You got to really see if the coach is going to be what you need them to be and take you to where you need to be taken, so to speak. You don't necessarily just want to go with any and every coach. Like, I don't want to go with a life coach for my business because that's not going to help me. I got my life together. I need to get my business structured and what business is structured and what I want to do. So you got to kind of know the differences between the coaches, and you got to get a good feel for them. Yes, clarity calls work best for that. Exactly. So you got to get a feel for them, and you got to see if they're going to be able to help you as well, because you just don't want any coach that's just feeding you, and making your head bigger. No, because that's not helping you to grow. Coaches offer them for free too. Yes, they do. The coach you have now may only be good for the level that you're on and may not move to the next level. Yeah. You have so many mentoring ideas, but I don't know who to go to. Well, it depends. Are you going to like any networking events, or do you know any people that know coaches? There's like, sorry to say, there's like a coach on every corner. But it just depends on what type of coach you're looking for. Right. What are you looking for in a coach? Exactly. Yeah, see, so you have to like reach out to people who may know coaches. Like me, I know a couple of coaches. So it kind of just depends on what you need a coach for. I can give you the gamut of them, and you can figure out from what they do with what they might help you with, like, what it is that you need a coach for. You kind of got to narrow that down, what you need a coach for. And like I said, when I met her, I knew exactly why I needed her. I just felt like I was going in a million directions, and I just needed someone to say, boom, boom, boom. Sometimes I need that. Sometimes I could be on 100. So sometimes I need someone to bring me down. Oh, you just thought of someone. Okay, cool. Yeah, reach out to them if you need a coach to see if they'll work well for you, because not everybody's going to work well for you. But yes, my coach was giving me homework, so it was like, get it done. But what I would do is after each call, I would work on that homework, and then mostly on Sundays, I would work on it as well. Haley Snyder. Okay. And she's mentored authors before too. Oh, good. Because a person is an expert in the craft doesn't mean they're great at coaching. This is true. This is true. Not everybody can coach. And it's one of the bad things is you don't necessarily want to get a coach that's a friend, because they're not going to be impartial to you. You have a donut coach. You don't want to get a coach who is your friend, because they're not going to be impartial. They're going to just, be your cheerleader, but you need them to, separate it out. So that's why I would not get with a coach who I know. He needs a donut coach. Pat, you are just too much. But yeah, that's why I got a coach, guys. That's one of the things that I wanted to tell you. If you are going back and forth in your mind of whether you should get a coach, contact a coach. Like Prince by Pepper said, you can always get a clarity call. Those are for free. So you can kind of see if they're going to work for you and you're going to work for them, if it's really going to be a good connection for you guys. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. But yes, you need to make sure that they're going to be a good connection for you. You guys are going to be good together, because you don't want to get someone that's not, they don't see the vision. Like if you tell them like, oh, this is what I see, and they could be like, oh, I see it. That's the kind of coach you need, because if they can see the vision, then they can say, okay, did you do this? Did you do that? Well, what about this? Well, what about that? I am not going to have nobody eating any donuts. If you don't get your free donut today, you are done for freeness. You're going to have to pay for the donut. But yeah, I think most of the donut shops are closed here. Here they're closed, but yeah. Free donut day. I just, scoped about my donut. It was a great, wonderful donut. But yes, so I hope you guys are, if you are looking for a coach, make sure you connect with a coach and do the clarity call for free so you can figure out if they're a good match for you. And then consider it, figure out, okay, this is what I need a coach for, and just figure out, boom, I'm going to do it. But here's the thing now. Don't say, I need a coach. Yeah, exactly. You're a coach too. Exactly. Make sure they're a good fit for you. But don't say you need a coach and then never get with one. Because you don't want to come and revisit this again in 2017 and still be like, man, I still need a coach. Let 2016 be the year that you said that you were going to do everything, that you actually do it. We only have 6 months left to this year, which is just crazy to me. It is just crazy. But you either do it now or don't do it at all. Because when 2017 comes, you're going to say the same thing. You're going to say the same thing. You're going to say the same thing. Like I know last year it was a coach. This year it's a speaker coach. This year it's a speaker coach. That's what I'm looking for. You can gain a lot with having a coach to talk to biz with you. Exactly. Oh, he does still have a coach. Yeah. Because you know what? He knows that there are things that he still has to work on as a player. Exactly. They haven't reached their pinnacle, so they know that there's some things that they can work on as a player to be better. All those shots that they missed, those free throws that they missed. Hello, Gibbs Truth. Thank you for joining. Did you change your name? Oh, you did. Okay. I thought so. Yes, there's always work to do. Always work to do. We are never going to be perfect. We're never going to do everything right. So we can get that out of our head. There's no perfection. And I used to think that when I was growing up, like, oh, I'm going to be perfect. This is going to be perfect. No, nothing is ever perfect. But it's going to work out for you the way that it's supposed to work out for you. So just understand that. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. But it'll work out the way it's supposed to work out for you. Yes, trying to be perfect is stressful, right? Especially if you're trying to keep up with what somebody else is doing. Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. The best that you can. The best to your ability. That is all. And then you'll be good to go because you won't miss anything when you know you've done your best. But then you can't go back and second guess it either. Like, boom, this is all I got. Perfect has a lot of wins in the road, so the line isn't straight like people think. Oh my goodness, that's true. I just want to do what God put me on this planet to do. Well, I know that you are a teacher, Cheryl, so what else is your passion? What else is your passion? Or is it that you want to get a coach for like kind of expanding beyond teaching? Like, is it you're looking to open a business doing, teaching different things? Or is teaching just like, no, I want to do something else? Because people do get burnt out with teaching. Yes, the purple hearts are nice. Thank you guys so much for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Purple is your favorite color. Online teaching in your subject. Yep, that's a good idea. This is a really great Pass the Scoop topic. Right, it is. That it is. But I think a lot of people, mentoring young women through a writing program. That's a good idea, Cheryl. That's a really good idea. Because once you put the pen to paper or your fingers on the computer, you put out a lot of stuff that you didn't even think that you had in you to even write about. So that's a great idea. So boom, now you know what you want to do. So you just need to find someone that can help you get all your thoughts together and get a plan going on what you want to do, on what you need to do, suggestions on what they think that, would be good for you, platforms and, locations to host it, advertising, marketing it, all that good stuff. Jamal's World, thank you for joining. Grabbing up young ladies who may not be thinking about college to think about their future. Exactly. Yep. Have you reached out to any members of your church to see if it's something that you can get some of the young women in your church involved in as well? And then just reach out to, if you know any other people in churches, youth ministries and things of that sort. That would be a great thing too. And connect with teachers. Connect with teachers. One of my friend's daughter is actually going to New York for a writing summer class that she got accepted to. And she's going to be going, I think, for a month. And she is a freshman in high school. So this is like big kudos to her, because most females in high school are not thinking about any type of summer camp or any type of writing camp. And she is doing it. Help them think critically and be aware that they are citizens in the world. Yep, Floyd Mayweather has a coach and you'll never see his coach boxing in the championship. Right. We need that in Boston, having an online class. See, you guys need to connect then. You need to connect so that when Cheryl actually does go live with it, if it is done online, she can have some people out in Boston. So you guys definitely should follow each other and connect. Hey, Lisa. Because that would be awesome. Cheryl, you probably weren't even thinking about taking it to Boston. And there you go right there. Somebody who's interested in Boston. Well, somebody who's in Boston who's interested. Small biz coach. Thank you for joining. The real Nick, thank you for joining. I was sharing with, and Madison, thank you for joining. I was sharing with you guys why I decided to get a coach. And the reason I got a coach last year is because I had so many thoughts in my mind about what I wanted to do. And I just felt like I needed to be structured. I needed to have somebody tell me, this is what you're doing. Give me, let me throw some ideas off of them and get myself together, because I kind of felt like I was going in a lot of different directions. So did it work for me? Definitely. This is my notebook. This is my notebook from last year, and I was looking through my notes. Yes. And I was looking through my notes, and I had the coaching every week, and every week she would give me a homework assignment, and it was more or less to get me to jot down the things that are in my mind and create a plan to go with the thoughts. And it was just awesome. So I was just telling everybody, if you don't, have a coach, if you're thinking about a coach, or if you've been toying with the idea of having a coach, think about it as a possibility. Don't think about doing it in 2017. Think about doing it right now, because we're halfway through the year. And if you don't do it now, you'll wait until 2017. Then 2017 comes and you'll make up an excuse every single month. Because every month there's a holiday. So you'll say, oh, no, I can't do it for New Year because it's New Year's. I want to enjoy my New Year's. And you just keep going through the months of finding excuses and reasons not to do it. So, same name on Twitter. Yes, it is her same name on Twitter. So you guys definitely need to connect. Because that would be awesome, Cheryl, if you can do your online program in Boston. That's huge. See, you weren't even thinking about Boston. You were trying to just figure out how you could find a coach, and you found someone who is, you found someone who is in Boston who thinks that's a great idea and wants to spread it in Boston. Yes. So this is my other journal that I brought for 2016. And it's ideas and intentions. And I've been writing in this sucker like nobody's business. Anything that comes into my mind, if you can't afford a coach, at least take a class. Yeah. But at least connect with the coach for the clarity to see if it's something that they can help you with. You're working on charting while trying to follow the combo. Yes. Write it out. Write it out. If it pops in your mind, write it out. I am still a regular pen to pad type of person. And I will write out everything and anything. And what I do is I keep little pieces of paper in my notebook, so that if I can't even get my notebook open quick enough, I have these little pieces of paper and I write on it. The life of a nurse. Yeah. But trust me, I'm meticulous about myself, and I know, like, I have an order to my chaos. I really do. I still have this notebook from last year. And I'm just looking at the notes, like, what was it that I didn't do in 2015 that I could still implement in my businesses in 2016? Yes, order chaos. Yes. So that's it, guys. I hope that you guys, if you were not thinking about a coach, or if you were on the fence about a coach, just definitely give it a try. Connect with the coach. Jumbo shrimp. Connect with a coach and see if the coach is a good fit for you for where you want to go. You can clearly see how much money you've lost because you didn't have a coach. Yeah. I think that's I can agree with you on that too. I can agree with you on that. You know, when we think about all the money that we lost, it's just things that we invested in that we probably shouldn't even invested in because that wasn't even our lane. But we went down there anyway because we had this crazy idea that we could accomplish it. But I guess that's the learning lesson that we had. Because now we know that's not where we belong. We belong in this lane right here. This is my lane. Let me go ahead and stick to it. And I'm going to rock this lane out right here. True life is lessons. Very true. Very, very true. Okay. See, look at there. Connections, connections. Pat is a Toastmaster out of Cali. So he is a wealth of knowledge as well. So definitely make some connection, guys. Thank you guys for joining the scope, and I will chat with you tomorrow. Hope you have a good night.